welcome to my channel. This video is for Samhain. I will be doing a tarot reading to receive a message from our familiar for this time of year, how to work with the energy, advice for them. But before we get into that, let's talk about Samhain. I have some videos that I made during some previous years on the topic of Samhain and meditation. If you're interested in those, be sure to check them out. I'll have the links for them available. But Samhain is really a time for celebrating the darkness, our shadows, and connecting with our ancestors and with ones that have passed. And that includes our animals that have passed. Samhain is the first resting festival in the Wheel of the Year, following our Mabon, which was our last harvesting festival. So growing and harvesting portions of the year are complete, and now we are resting or beginning to rest. It's celebrated around October 31st, November 1st, in that area, but I typically spread my celebrations and traditions out for almost 2 weeks. But the most powerful time to connect with the energy would be around those dates. We're really celebrating the darkness and the barriers or the veil between our world and other worlds, other dimensions, other realms. They are the thinnest right now. This is why it is easier for us to contact or communicate with spirits, with other beings other than ourselves, and with our loved ones that have passed. It's a very intuitive time of year. I associate a lot of the energy of this time of year with Scorpio energy. It's a really great time to share memories of loved ones that have passed, to honor our loved ones, light a candle for them, and do rituals associated with accepting darkness, accepting our shadows, accepting the deeper parts of us. Also the hidden and the unknown, accepting that not everything is out in the open, that are things we don't understand, things that we cannot see, and just getting comfortable with more uncomfortable thoughts, ideas, or emotions. That it is safe to let ourselves explore the unknown. This doesn't mean that it is a dark and scary time of year. This doesn't mean that we should be afraid or fearful. It is often scary to think of the unknown, of things that we kind of don't have control over, and to let ourselves feel comfortable with not having all the answers. So we are not only connecting with our ancestors, loved ones, and those that have passed, but we're connecting with ourselves on a deeper level. We're embracing change and transformation. This time of year is a really powerful time to reflect on the past year. As we transition into the darkest months of the year, reflect on how spring and summer went for us, our manifestations that occurred, what we have accomplished, what we have achieved, and celebrate those. Reflect on how we have felt during the last few months. Quiet introspection is really beneficial during this time. And we can also gain insights, clarity from our own intuition, as well as maybe connecting to guides or spirit, because we can hear that voice clear during this time. It really is a time to just slow down, to honor the cycles of rebirth and death, of rest and taking action. It's a time to honor the past, whether that goes back just a few months or the past as far as our ancestors. Honor their wisdom. Be grateful for what they have left us, what they have created for us. Respecting all those that have come before us. We can really gain insight and guidance from the spirit world during this time. And just letting yourself be open to those positive interactions and messages. Listening really closely to your own intuition. Letting go of fears, embracing the unknown. Some ways to celebrate is to create an altar for ancestors or loved ones who have passed, including animals that have passed. Looking at old photos, lighting candles, offering food to them. Not asking them for guidance or advice or communication or anything, not expecting anything, just giving to them. Celebrating them, showing gratitude to them, love to them. Also, I love to go for a walk, and I do this for basically every festival on the Wheel of the Year, and just observe nature, how things have changed, the color of the leaves and how different they are now, if there still are leaves on the trees or if the trees are bare, how they have changed from summer, from the green to now the browns and the oranges, how there is more moss and mushrooms, observing the changes in nature, even how the birds are different, the wildlife, whether that's you're in a city and it's just squirrels that you are observing, whatever you can. Some animals or animal energy to meditate with are animals associated with this time of year, which often are cats, especially black cats, who are considered very protective, very wise, very intuitive. Crows that help us embrace the mystery, transformation, and help us look within. Owls who are very wise, observant, and help us trust our intuition, our instincts, trusting your inner knowing. Wolves that are very loyal and grounding, that can connect us to our ancestors. Bats that move through the dark, that live in the dark, that enjoy and embrace the dark. They also encourage us to release fears, to release control, and to seek truth. These are all animals that typically you associate with Halloween, which makes sense to associate them with Samhain, which is very similar to our modern Halloween. When it comes to your specific familiar, whether that is your dog or your cat or an animal in spirit that you would like to connect to during this time of year, you can connect to them through meditation and offering them treats or symbols, creating a little altar for them, using tarot to communicate with them, which I will be doing soon. It's a great time to work on strengthening your bond with your familiar, the animal that you have a connection to. I believe that this time of year magnifies our intuitive energy and our intuitive abilities, which can really help us connect to our animals, the animals in our physical world, our physical daily life, in a deeper and more profound way, so we can really use our intuition to communicate with them to grow and strengthen our bond. If you live with a dog or cat and want to grow and strengthen that bond to that familiar, just spend some time quietly with them without any expectation. Don't tell them to do anything or expect them to come near you or sit near you. Just kind of meditate around them, observe them, watch them, breathe with them, see what they do. Let them walk up to you, let them just continue sleeping if they want. Let them explore, sniff around you. Just sit and be quiet with them, be present with them, with whatever they are doing. Don't touch them or instruct them or guide them. Just sit and be with them. If you would like to do a ritual with them, this is a great time of year to create a protective charm for your animal, whether you want to attach that to their collar or perform a protective type of spell. It's also a great time to perform a cleansing ritual with them or on them, something that encourages cleansing and healing, transforming any unwanted, negative, undesirable emotions or thoughts, beliefs that they may be holding or you may be holding for them or about them. Just cleansing, releasing, and setting the intention to transform those into something loving and joyful, positive, optimistic, pleasurable. This is the best time of year to connect with animals that have passed, with animals that you have shared a portion of your life with, and for whatever reason they are no longer with you right now. If they're in the spirit world, or if you're not really sure where they are, you made a connection at some point and you are no longer with them, this is the best time of year to set intentions to connect to them again, to honor their memory, and to just continue to strengthen any bonds that you may have had in the past with them. Even if they're not here in the physical world with us now, they have left a lasting impression on you, and their energy will always be with you. So this is a great time to connect to them. So just sit in a quiet, calm, peaceful state, relaxing your body, really getting into a meditative state of mind. Light a candle or incense or whatever is going to create a really peaceful, calming environment for you, whether that's calming music, and while you're in this environment that's very calming and relaxing to you, hold something of theirs, whether it's a picture or their old collar, old favorite toy, or something that just reminds you of them, even if they never actually touched or interacted with this item. Something physical, tangible that you can hold. If you don't have anything, just try to really see their face clearly, visualize it, close your eyes, and just feel as if they are here with you. Even eating something that they used to eat, have a meal, and while you eat this meal or this snack, something that you know they would have enjoyed and loved, one of their favorite items of food, think of them and share it with them. Pretend they are here with you, sharing it with you. Eat really mindfully, enjoying the tastes and the smells, and have this meal in honor of them. Or do an activity that you know that they loved. Go for a walk down the same path that you know they loved to walk with you. Some way to honor their memory and open yourself up to receiving a message from them through whatever method you prefer. Maybe pulling a tarot card or journaling, or just trusting that they are going to send you a sign, and when you receive that sign you will know it's from them. Whatever you feel most comfortable doing. But now I'm going to do a tarot reading, so I'm going to use the Dragon Companions Tarot deck, and we'll just see what message as a collective our familiars have for us, what they want us to know about this time of year. I do offer free personalized readings if you have a specific question or would like to have a reading that is done with you personally in mind. If you're interested in that, or this Dragon Companions deck, the information is all below. But for now, as a collective, what do our familiars, the animals that we have a connection to, want us to know about Samhain and this time of year? The energy, how we can work with it, how we can work with them for Samhain. Okay, the first card we have is the Three of Pentacles, and it is reversed. So the Three of Pentacles is about teamwork. Since it is reversed, I'm going to say it is not about teamwork. It's our animals want us to really focus on ourselves. And the Three of Pentacles is about doing work, and since it is reversed, it's going to be about doing rest. So take some time to ourselves and rest. We are giving ourselves too much to our team, whether that's our household that is a team, our family members, our work, our community, whatever groups or teams, communities we are a part of. We enjoy, we love working with them, we love contributing and collaborating. But right now, this time of year, it's time to take a step back, spend some time alone, and rest. And if we are going to work on something that benefits us. It's not selfish to take some time to consider how we are giving our energy away. Our next card is the Eight of Wands, and this card is about taking action. It's about progress and movement. So our familiar, our animals are letting us know that we are going to have this kind of need, this push, this drive, this pressure to make things happen, to take action. And they don't want us to get caught up in that, which is why they are telling us to make sure that we are resting. This is a time of rest. This is a time of slowing down. It's the very beginning, the first phase in our rest, so it's not always easy to just jump into resting more, maybe sleeping in or going to bed earlier, or just dialing back some commitments, but make sure that you start the process of that. Keep in mind that you don't want to take on more. You don't want to burn out. Our next card is the Nine of Wands, and this is about protecting the first word that came to my mind was peace, but the Nine of Wands is really about having strength, resilience, courage to persist, to not give up, to continue to go after whatever we want to achieve, accomplish, to go after our dreams, to keep fighting for and believing for our manifestations, for the life that we want, for whatever we are going towards, to keep believing that it is possible for us, even if it doesn't look like it is, or we've had a few setbacks, or there's been things kind of blocking our way, to trust and to know that we can do it, we can hold out, we have the courage and the strength, and we're not going to give up. Our animals are letting us know that even taking a step back, dialing things back, not working as hard, taking time to rest, to be in quiet, to be still, to be alone, to not always give so much to others, to give to ourselves, to make sure that we are getting everything that we need, resting enough, that we are tending to ourselves, doesn't mean that we are giving up on our dreams or our desires. If we dial back a little bit, it doesn't mean that we are giving up. We are going to continue working and making progress and moving forward, but we also need to find a balance, make sure that we are resting, make sure that we are recharging and refueling and assessing what is going on within us internally. Our next card is the Four of Wands. So our animals are reminding us to have fun, to play, be joyful, to have fun with our community. The Four of Wands is a community, and all these dragons you can see, they're dancing. They're having a really good time. They're having fun together. They're not celebrating anything. They're just having fun for the sake of having fun. Having fun because they enjoy each other's company. And with our previous card, the Three of Pentacles, which is three dragons working, they don't look like they're having that much fun. They've got jewels and treasure, and they're doing the work. They're achieving, they're receiving rewards and benefits. They've got treasure, they've got coins, they've got jewels, but they're not having fun. They're not playful, they're not joyful. Our familiar is reminding us and encouraging us to be the playful, joyful, dancing dragons, not always the work dragons. And even though our animal wants us to spend some time with ourselves, they're actually encouraging us more to spend time with others, to have fun, joy, playfulness with others. Who do you love to spend time with? Who do you want to be playful? Who makes you laugh? Who is really fun to be around? Spend time with others doing more of what you love, what brings you joy. Make sure that you are giving space for yourself to do that this time of year. Our final card is the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups is all about passion and joy, excitement. Again, our animals are stressing the importance of joy, of pleasure, of fun, excitement. What are you passionate about? What brings you joy? Make sure that you are doing that and sharing that with others. The Knight of Cups is also a very exuberant, excited, optimistic card. This time of year can feel very dark and dreary and serious, and our animals want to remind us to find joy and pleasure, excitement, optimistic during this time of year. When we are slowing down and when we are turning inward and looking at our fears, our challenges, doing that shadow work that is important to do, that is encouraged during this time of year, don't take it so seriously. Our animal is really encouraging us to be more lighthearted with the heavy stuff. Make sure that we are finding a balance between working on ourselves and our shadows and the more uncomfortable, deep, dark stuff, and bringing light, joy, playfulness, optimism into that work, and making sure that we are not getting consumed by the darkness, and remembering our light, our spark, what brings us fun and joy, and making sure that we're sharing that with others. When we turn inwards and do the shadow work, that we don't get consumed by the darkness, don't get consumed by the shadow work. Make sure that we are still finding joy and fun and playing, making sure that we are playing with our animal. Animals are really good at encouraging play and this joy, this type of energy that they are encouraging us to have. So spend some time, extra time, playing with your animal, doing activities that they find fun and joyful, letting them make you laugh, letting them show you how to have fun. Again, often I know I do at least, kind of forget how to have fun. Not everything is about work and pushing and progress and working towards our goals, making sure that we spend time just having fun. And rest doesn't always need to mean sleep and going slow or not doing anything or recharging. You can recharge through fun and excitement, play. Rest doesn't mean you have to move really slow. We did have the Eight of Wands, which is about quick, fast movement. So we can rest while still being bubbly and exciting, which doesn't feel slow. It feels like a more just, I don't know, playful energy. It feels like it has more energy. We can recharge through play, through laughter. Maybe our animals are really encouraging us to look at this time of year as fun, as a time that is also productive. Even though we are resting and turning inward, it doesn't mean that we are isolating ourselves or not making progress. Our animals really want us to consider what brings us joy and pleasure and fun, what makes us laugh, what do we enjoy doing with other people, whether it's a board game night or baking cookies with your family, getting really cozy and watching a movie together. Whatever it is that you do with your loved ones, let that be what brings you joy this time of year. Bring more play. Don't be so serious. Connect with your ancestors and with the energy of Samhain, with your dark shadows. Connect with those Samhain themes in a very light, joyful, playful way. It doesn't always need to be so serious and heavy. You can look at the darkness in a very optimistic, curious, explorative way that feels really pleasurable instead of feeling heavy and dark and kind of depressing. Winter darkness rest period doesn't need to be slow and heavy and sticky and uncomfortable. Embrace it as a recharge that can be fun and playful. So I hope this was helpful and you have insight into Samhain, how you can work with your animal and the energy of Samhain, some ideas, some things that you want to do over the next week or two. Please like and subscribe for similar videos. I will be posting a vlog for how I celebrated Samhain. I've been doing this for every festival on the Wheel of the Year so far. I usually do an art painting, art spell painting, and baking, nature walks, tarot reading, and I'm always including my animals. So be sure to look out for that. It'll probably come out in 2 weeks or so. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.
I'm willing to do anything to provide my dogs and cats the best life possible, full of love, joy, harmony. I believe my animals are worth it. I remember wanting to provide the best quality of life and becoming overwhelmed with diets, products, training tips, and everything else, feeling frustrated, helpless, overwhelmed during challenging behaviors, to now living a peaceful, trusting partnership with my dogs and cats. I tried to understand what my animals needed, which was impossible without understanding their emotions and energy. I am now using these tools and practices to transform relationships with dogs and cats into ones that are synergetic, where we work together and listen to each other. I honestly believe that dogs and cats are here to help us be better human beings. Are you ready to take your relationship with your animal to the next level? Form a bond built on mutual love, trust, understanding, and respect. Invest in your pet's peace, happiness, and quality of life. Enroll in Synergy, heartfelt alliances between witches and their familiars. A guide for witchy dog and cat guardians. Merge with your animal's energy and collaborate to manifest your desires while increasing the well-being of both you and your animal. Pets are more than just animals. They are spiritual beings with unique personalities and energies. Do you love your dog and want to live in harmony with your dog while understanding their needs and emotions? Instead of feeling frustrated or overwhelmed by your dog's behavior, improve your relationship with your dog and help them heal from any physical, mental, or emotional issues. I offer a unique combination of positive reinforcement training methods with energy healing techniques, animal communication, and tarot. Receive a personalized action plan created by a certified dog trainer and animal communicator. This package is perfect for anyone who wants to enhance and enchant their life with their dog. Don't miss this opportunity to get this amazing package. Apply now and get ready to create a magical relationship with your dog.